All right. Hello, hello. Get some music going. And let me just double check something real quick. I am slightly more prepared than I was normally, but I did forget to do a couple things. So I'm not as prepared as I should be. Okay, I'm gonna go get the thing I was looking for. So while I'm looking for it, I might as well explain to everyone what the challenges I'm doing to that I mentioned are going to be. So I'm doing two different ones this time around. We're doing um basically I'm going to be doing Holoctober, um which was like someone's variation for Inktober, but I'm going to be doing it during November. And instead of just Holo Live characters, we're going to be doing it on pretty much everyone or anyone I want, which will be nice. So let me just re-listen to this. All right, forgot to turn the thing on. So I'll create a new document, and we're gonna call it. We'll have it sideways like this. We'll call it the. So save it under. I guess I have to do something to save it. We'll do this. Where did I keep it all? So it's digital art. Streamtober is where I was keeping all this. I might move a bunch of this though, and create a. We'll go Clip Studio Paint, and we'll create a. So I've got personal animations to print. We're gonna create a new one called practice. Oh. Drawing practice as well. We'll draw and practice. So this is where I'll keep all my. So this one will be the 30-day challenge. Mark Brunette. And Mark Brunette made this challenge, and basically every day it's draw a little bit in order to get things going. So the first day is simple. We're gonna start off with this just to keep it simple, but it's meant to be just drawing a circle and then cutting it in half and to create it into a spear. So we'll do this. Grab a darker brown to work with. Increase the density, lower. There. So the idea is to create a circle. I'm probably gonna do a couple of them. Like you're only meant to do one, but I feel like I want to do a few. So like the idea is to create a nice circle. I suck at drawing circles is the problem. So this is gonna be good practice. That's why I want to do a few. So that's like the rough circle. Let's see how slanted it is. Very slanted. It's one of the problems I have when I draw circles. I tried using my elbow more there, which some people recommended to kind of make the circle look nicer. So I'm gonna go for I'm much better at drawing circles on paper. I think it's because of the way I've got my tablet set up and my desk set up that probably makes it a little bit harder. But you know, that's fine. Increase the size. Yeah. So we're gonna do a couple of these because I want to practice drawing circles. It's actually like a exercise that some people do. So I'm gonna label this day 1. So we've got this circle, and we got to turn it into a sphere by cutting it in half. So to cut it in half, we basically just draw like a curved line here to kind of give it the illusion that it's a sphere. One of the best ways to do it is to draw like an ellipse, like a full ellipse. So I'll do that for this first one. Like so. Man, this is wonky. Yeah, this is why I'm doing this challenge. I thought I'd be a lot better at just doing something simple like this, but I'm definitely not. Alright, so it's doing something like this. And then erasing the line behind it. So like that. So it's not exactly in half properly. Yeah, I'm gonna do a couple of these because I want to definitely make them better. So these ones don't need to overlap or anything. So we'll probably spend about 5-10 minutes on this, just drawing circles and cutting them in half. It's more like an egg than a circle, isn't it? Yeah. I'm not gonna cheat and use transformation tools because that kind of defeats the purpose of it. Like, it definitely helps a lot, but for now I want to focus on and it's definitely a tool that you can use, but I feel like practicing circles like this will be more beneficial. Alright, let's cut it this way. So we want to cut it kind of like this. Alright, next one. That's a much better circle. That feels a lot... Yeah, that looks a lot better. It's not slanted. That's probably the best circle I've ever drawn. Which is kind of sad. It means I haven't drawn enough circles. I am unmuted. Right. So draw the circle. I'll cut it that way, cut it that way. Let's cut it this way. So we want to like kind of curve it around. Go. Dude, it makes it so easy to look like the spheres are properly like cut in half. I feel like these are not properly cut in half, so it should be about halfway. And then draw the ellipse. And then just erase. It feels flat. I don't feel like I'm curving it enough. Something like that, I guess. No, it's not even, so it's got to go like evenly across and up. Yeah, something like that. That feels a little better. All right. Let's just do like what, 6? Yeah, we'll do like 6. So it's just like in a nice little rectangle. So I'm trying to like use my elbow to move my hand instead of my wrists, because apparently that helps with drawing circles, like doing a full range of motion rather than just like using your wrist to kind of like twist. Like this is me using my wrist, which is kind of jank, but this is me using the elbow. So it works. Yeah, it's definitely better. Definitely not perfect yet. Yeah, that's still slanted. How was that? No, it's still slanted. How do I not slant it? So I go like down here too much, then up and around, and that's what makes it slanted. So I need to like curve it downwards more. So if I draw a cross, maybe that'll make it easier. Okay. That's a little bit better. I mean, it's still not right, but it's definitely getting closer. Maybe if I do the cross larger than the area I'm drawing and drew it within the cross there. I'm trying to do like quicker circles instead of in one nice stroke instead of just doing what I was doing earlier. Yeah, that's good enough. No. Let's get rid of the cross. Yeah, we'll work with this one. What other ways do we want to cut it? Let's cut it horizontally. So, like, doing like an ellipse like that, but within the lines. Okay, there you go. That's probably the best theory so far. It still feels very egg shape. I think it's still too long here compared to how wide it is. Alright, 2 more. I'm probably spending more time than I said I would on this. I said like 5 minutes, it's probably more than that. Another circle. So we cut it that way, diagonal. Let's go with a weird direction. Let's go like from here to here. So, it's too close to that. Let's do it the opposite way. So like here to here. Here to here. So it's like that. Okay, and last one. Yeah, it's more still egg shaped. So I'm not going wide enough. So I need to go. So I'm doing it to like when it should be like further out like that. That was a little bit too far out, but so I need to, when I do this circle, go out wider to stop making it look like an egg. And is it slanted? Oh, yeah, it's still slanted. So I need to go. So for my motion, I need to go wider on either side and less to this corner. So I need to go like a little bit, or a little bit more like that way. So wider in the up, wider in the up. So we'll do a couple of slow ones. The line will end up wonky because of it. So wider in so that it's a little bit more centered and around. Okay. And try to do it faster. Yeah, that's probably better. It's still slanted and still a little egg shaped, but you know, whatever. There you go. Still egg shaped. Not wide enough. I think it's because of the way I'm rotating. I'm using my elbow, or maybe it's the way I've got my like tablet set up. And it's slanted, yeah. So I'll try it one more time. Let's try it. I'm going like. Let's try this way, because I'm going this way. Let's try the opposite direction. See if I'll have better luck doing it that way. Going clockwise instead of counterclockwise. I'm doing it counterclockwise and I still somehow slant it. Okay, maybe doing it clockwise is better for me. Alright, so we've done it that way. Let's go ahead and do it like this way. So it's almost vertical, almost horizontal. But reverse it so the line goes up instead of down. So we'll kind of like this. Well, I'm going to be drawing a lot of circles during this exercise, so I got a feeling I'll get better at these as we go along. Or at least I hope I would. And that's kind of like part of the point. So we want it to kind of like be even towards the center. I shouldn't rotate the screen because that defeats the purpose of splitting it in different angles. We need it more curved, so. Okay, here we go. I've drawn a couple of circles and broken them up. Next. That's day 1 complete. I'll print screen that. And I'll send that to the appropriate people. And send it to the other person. Alright, cool. Done that. Let us move on. So, that was the first challenge I've set myself. So, I'll be doing 2 challenges throughout November. First one, nice and easy. Following, well, not exactly easy. Like, it'll get harder and harder, but it'll be good to kind of work on my fundamentals. But it's Mark Burnett's 30-day drawing challenge for exercises. The next one I'm going to be doing is going to be like a whole October, but in the wrong month, and not going to be whole life characters. I'm just using the prompts for it. So I will definitely give the appropriate credit with you for who's got the prompts and like all that. But I don't know if I'll be using the HoloLive. I will definitely not actually be using the whole October prompt or like hashtag, except for my first post explaining it. Reason being is 1, I'm not drawing HoloLive characters. Number 2, it's not in October, so you know, kind of all the wrong ones. But I'm not going to do full illustrations. Definitely won't have time for that, which is why I want to do sketches like this. So the first one is what's it called? None. And I know who I'm going to draw. I'm going to draw Sayu from Genshin Impact, and I'm going to draw her like as if she was a sleepy looking nun. That's the plan. So I'm pretty sure it's none. Yeah, cool. So this gives me something to prepare before my streams, which is good. Okay. So I already know like how I want to do it, and now I just need to do it. I'm gonna, what's it called? Put this in a new folder called October, even though it's not the right one. And we're gonna hide the rest, and we're gonna start it here. So I have like a thing. So this will be day 1. None. I think for most of it, I'm gonna do Genshin Impact characters, but I would like to do other characters too. I'm not sure how big I'll make them. I might make them quite big, and then I can always shrink them down. But or they might be small, kind of like how I was doing these ones. Cause like, how big are these? Let's do. Yeah, they're decently big. All right, but I've got. Let me get my reference images up and ready properly. All right, now I need to get some Sayu references. New sources. Create a new folder called Genshin Impact, and create a new subfolder again called Sayu. Genshin Sayu. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to be drawing Sayu as a nun. If Zolox was here, she'd probably very much appreciate it. She has like a little leaf on her head, so I might keep that after everything else. Because I've got like the poses and stuff like I want to do for it on the other screen. So the circle practice will come in helpful here as I draw the head. So we kind of want to start off with the head. We're gonna like tilt it a bit, but it's more or less gonna be like, so tilt it a bit. And this should be a little bit dark, like lighter, and maybe a bit thicker in terms of brush size. But yeah, it should go down to about here, to about like underneath that. A little bit less because it's tilted, so if we do it this way, it should come down to about here. Then kind of come in. She is like childlike, so maybe I should do it a little bit less, so a little bit sooner she'll curve in. And then down. Or I guess later would be the idea. Okay. But there you go. So we got some curves there. We draw like her brow line, which is probably somewhere up here. I'm used to drawing it more centered instead of like something like that. So then you have like her ears that would kind of go behind that. She's got her sort of neck that kind of comes in, a little bit thin because she's young. So her head would be thick to make I'm not sure. We tilt it that way, then we do the shoulders slightly the other way. We want to practice some of the stuff that we've been learning. So then draw like a sort of egg shape. We're only going to do like the top half. We're not going to do the whole all of her. That is pretty much all we're going to need. That might be a little bit thick. But yeah, and then from there, we want to like draw her shoulders. So we want to slightly, ever so slightly tilt it downwards like this. So maybe a bit more like so. Okay. So we'll have to tilt her head, do this, and give her like a very sleepy look. So I've got like a reference for that, and I might change it as we go along. So that'll be it. So she then wants her hands to kind of come in and down and up. So maybe kind of like if it goes down to, so her wrist should go down to like, or her elbow should go down to her waist about here. So if that's like the center of it, then she's got like her rib cage down here somewhere. It would go down and kind of to about, I guess, near the edge of the rib cage, so down here somewhere. So we're gonna do this first initial circle here and here. So this side should be a little bit lower because she's tilted. So then it should be kind of like straight across here, straight down here. Then we kind of wanted the hands to kind of go up to like the middle of her chest about here. So we have it like that. We want to draw like an ellipse towards it. To about halfway, I think. Something like that. Slightly lower on this side. Then straight lines. Then straight lines. It's a little hard because for one hand she wants to kind of like have wrist-wise it's like this, hand kind of goes up here, and then it's kind of like folded in on itself. So that's like one hand. Maybe make the hand a bit bigger, but the other hand would kind of then fold over the top. So it kind of has it like here, goes up. Like so, and down. Creating something like this, but closer together, I guess. So this one would be a little bit more like here, and then the hands can be slightly bigger, I think. So the elbows should actually be around the same area, despite them being lower, as it will kind of and then this one should be a little bit rotated. Something like that, I guess. So that's the basic pose, I think. I think we want to bring these in a tiny bit because Sayu is a little bit more childlike. So we'll go free transform, control. Actually, we could just grab the whole thing, control, and make it a little bit smaller. Free transform, a little bit taller. Yeah, maybe like that, because she is more childlike, so her head is a lot bigger. Just like that'd be like one, two, 2.5 heads free if we go down here, which might still be a bit much. So actually, maybe it was right the other way around, where the bigger it is, the smaller her head looks. So maybe I'll just make, yeah, we'll keep it like that. So then we want to kind of like connect these up a little bit like this. Collarbone kind of comes in. So if I draw one of these, then connect the two. Hey, so we got like the rough pose. So now we want to kind of like sketch over the top of it. Alright, so got the outline. So she has like her, so her eyes would be there. So she would have like if that's it when it's opened, it's a little bit closed. So if that's like her normal eye, it'd be kind of like two half closed eyes. So kind of like that, but angled upwards. And then kind of like that. Gonna chart. That looks more worried than sleepy. But I think what will change it is once I kind of add the brow line like that. So it wants to be thicker towards the center there. And then kind of have it come down a tiny bit. She has like a bit of a upwards bit here. And it kind of comes down. I think what we'll sell is the mouth. So kind of like that. I feel like her head's a little bit too big. Maybe I need to squash it down a bit because she is a little bit more childlike. Maybe like that? So then we kind of like do like a something like this. But then kind of have her like drooling down one side. Kind of glaze over her eyes a little bit. Which way around do I do it? Probably downwards. Maybe these are too curved. So they need to be angled, but not curved. Or curved a bit. Having one more closed than the other would also make more sense. So kind of like... So make it a little, make her eyes a little more hazed, I guess. Or have like a little circles coming off it. I don't know if this is as cute as I was hoping it would be, but oh well. We'll keep going. I have an idea. We'll do the sketch. We'll figure it out. Okay, so she has like her hairline kind of comes across like this. Kind of comes down. That's it goes across like this, across her, just above her brow and all that. So it's kind of like... That's her hairline, or like her brow. And she's got like her brow. Honestly, I feel like this one needs to be across a tiny bit more. There you go. Maybe make her mouth a tiny bit smaller? Or would it be bigger? She has like a small mouth, so would a small mouth like this be cuter? Or would it be a bigger mouth that looks cuter? Okay. But yeah, something like that. She wants like what's it called? Towards the top of her head. She wants like a bandana like so. And it kind of comes up like that. I feel like her eyes could be a little bit more closed than what I did them. So we're gonna do like a little bit like this, and a little bit like, yeah, here. There you go. Yeah, that looks very nun-like, which is good. I think this part can be wider, so it can be free transform. A bit more like this, because it's gonna like fit with her hair rather than the side of her head. Save it. What's the time? 10:40. Okay. want like nice big curves for her cheeks. And I accidentally did such a nice curve on one side. Now I'm not going to be able to get it on the other side. Okay, there you go. Close enough. Maybe it's a little bit too much. Yeah, I shouldn't spend too long on these parts, as I still need to kind of like do the neck a little bit smaller, because she does have a small neck. Give her the like sort of a little bit here. And a bit of cloth. Kind of comes down. So just before it comes down, you've got like a bit of something like this. Maybe not that angle, so a little bit more like straight on. Like something like this. Which kind of goes across to here. Goes a little bit further than this. Comes down. And then that's the... So let's bring all of this up a little bit. So it comes down and then it comes into the shoulder. It comes with like a fold there. Should I keep her leaf on her head? Probably. Help sell the fact that it is still Sayu. We'll keep do I? I don't know. So this kind of goes a little bit further than the shoulders and kind of keeps going a little bit more than that. And then it has like a sort of like a V-shaped design. So it kind of comes in here. How far down the shoulders you go? Not as far down as I drew. So about here. Just like a nice little V shape. Oh, you know what? Maybe it'll go down further because it's like a little bit oversized for Sari. So it kind of comes like this, then it kind of loops back around. Like that. So that's like the shape, but then it's like a more triangle base, so juke, juke, juke. So it should have like some even sort of shapes like this. Going all the way through. erase some of these lines. There's all these parts here. Then I'll clean up the lines a little bit. As I do more and more of these, I should, in theory, also get faster at just doing these rough sketches, like building up the outline of it, then quickly adding everything else to it. Because that's what these are meant to be, like quick, like hour or so sketches to like practice. All right, so there's that. Kind of oh, you know what? It kind of breaks somewhere in the middle here. There's something like this. Break something like this. Then we've got like her hands. So you have like this come down. You have like maybe a bit of a fold that comes across here. Goes outwards because of the nature of the cloth. And it comes up, then in, then out again. And then on the other side it kind of goes like something like this. So for around the wrists. Let me have a look at some other nun costumes, because a lot of them, some of these are wearing gloves. Maybe I won't wear gloves for her. I'll just draw Sayu's hands. And just do like a nice little fold around the wrist. So maybe around the wrist there'll be like a, so around here-ish. It'd be like a, so something like this. I guess a slightly bit thicker around here. And it kind of loops around. It's just like a bit of a something like this. I feel like her arm is too thin here. Maybe it should be like a little bit thicker for the cloth here before it gets to the thinner part of her arm. No. Or maybe it's too far down. Maybe I need to make it go higher up. Whatever. As long as it looks somewhat okay. You gotta remember, this is a sketch, not full illustration, so I'm just trying to get something done by tonight, so that way I can Something like that, I guess. Right? So then drawing the hands will probably be one of the harder parts. So we want to kind of go up, kind of go across here. We've got like her knuckles that kind of go this way. It kind of goes like that. So she's got like 4 fingers, so it goes up, goes across, be a little bit more curved here, or there'd be like a little bit of a cut here, but we kind of go 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3. And kind of like fingers kind of go down like that. Then she kind of has like the finger comes across over here, where the rest is not as visible. Maybe having these a little bit earlier. Yeah, something like that. And then her other hand kind of cups it a little bit. Like, I think it should be a little bit longer and a little bit taller. And then the other hand kind of comes down. And I think it'll grasp it completely, but it should kind of go over the top, kind of like this. I think this part here could probably go like a little bit more like this. It's a little bit more like hands are hard. So then from here, we want this to go up, kind of like this. Get like some fingers kind of coming here. So if it kind of comes up here, your first finger kind of goes across here. So then it kind of comes like this. Then your other finger here kind of goes up like this. I guess something like this. Then this one kind of comes down like this. Then this one kind of comes down like this. I move this across, does it look a little bit better? Okay, instead of folding it like this, what if I just do it like... Yeah, this doesn't quite look right. Not sure. Whatever. I guess something like this will work for the shirt. Yeah, something like that, and then we'll kind of just bring this down like. And then maybe add like a fold, couple of fold lines here, I guess. Then a couple of like fold lines around here, and maybe like a little bit of a line around here. Maybe like I already did this line. Kind of come this way instead, right? So then maybe over here it'll be like a okay. I'm spending way too much time on this. I've said that a few times, but yeah, I need to get just like kind of something like this, a couple here, but then she has like a bit of rope here. There you go. Yeah, just a tad. All right. So she doesn't have like long hair that covers up the hair bit. So it kind of just comes around like Sayu. I need to find a picture of Sayu without her hat. Sayu, no hood. Okay. So her hair kind of just comes out. It kind of just comes from around here, side of her cheek and ear. The other should be a little bit more straight actually. So let's grab that and rotate a tiny bit to represent the gravity. Gravity kind of brings that down a bit more, which still covers up her ear and this section just fine. Then the other one is on this side and kind of comes down a little bit more like here. So then her hair kind of is straight for most of it. There's like a little part in the center, somewhere around here. And then she's got like a long strand of hair that comes in from like here. It goes over near this side. That looks good. It's up in here. Then she has like a couple more breaks throughout her hair. Like this. But then as it gets closer to this part, it kind of like has a couple more breaks. So like something like that. And on the other side, same thing. It has like a couple of breaks here. Then another small one here. But I think then that keeps the rest of it. Okay. I wonder if this does look like Saga. Maybe once I do everything else. So then it kind of goes down from here. She has like a bit of a flatter piece. So this should be wider, I think, to represent like where her head actually is. So we can remove this for now and draw her hair. So that's what this is actually. This is what this is for. This is meant to go up like here. Which is where this kind of meets it. And then creates like a bit of a different angle. So yeah, it's meant to have like a bit of flatter here like this, which then kind of meets it, and then goes up at a different angle, which then kind of folds in on itself, or something like that. Which means that all of this part needs to be a little bit bigger. A little taller. Not that much taller. So a little taller. And that should kind of work if I center it a bit more. There you go. So I think it should go in a bit more, in a bit more. This side should be a bit more. No. So side of his hair. just like this. And underneath she's got like more bits of this hair. So she's got her ears that kind of come around here. It's a little bit more visible on this side. And then she's got like bits of hair that come underneath it. Same sort of logic. And a little bit more. Get this across so that this way you can have a bit more of a oomph like this. So this is meant to be Sayu's hair. I hope it looks like her. Okay. So let's get rid of that. So this is meant to be like more like what it looks like. Let's see. What do I want to do now to make her look a little bit less just like a nun and more like herself? Do I want to add like okay, there you go. And so maybe I'll put a leaf. I'll keep a leaf on her head. She does need the leaf. Yeah, I was thinking that too. I like was trying not to put the leaf on, but I think just the leaf will kind of like sell the effect, the look, right? I was debating if I wanted to put like a little shuriken or something on her, but no, I think the leaf should be more than enough. But how are you doing tonight, Lord Swordfish? Something like that? But we'll, yeah, something like that works. But we want this to kind of come up a bit more. We want then, this to kind of, we want like a center line like so. Then we'll go from about here all the way up. Another one that'll kind of follow the same sort of pattern. Go up like this. Then do a little cut of the leaf around here. There you go, and then a couple of lines to be like leaves. We'll center it out a bit more. So if I turn it like this, it should be a little bit more. Like so. I think, you know what, I'm gonna redo that leaf. I think what I did wrong. Let's cut that, paste it, and lower the opacity. I need it to be more curved. So I want it to be like a bit more like, let's change the color. I think that's so same sort of size, but we're gonna curve it more. So it curves a little bit underneath here, like that, and then this one will result in a nicer curve. And then this can be a nicer curve like so. A little bit of a bigger curve like so. Then we can kind of break it up like that. Then do the sort of circle here. Yeah, that looks a little nicer. A bigger curve. She's a Tanuki or something, so it is required? Yeah, good point. There you go. There you go. Big leaf on head. Reset. She's probably a lot taller than she should be. Like, I feel like I could get away with, like, squishing her a tiny bit. Like, whoop. Yeah, that's too much. Maybe just a tiny bit. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. Don't want to do too much more, otherwise I'm gonna be here forever. Save that. I don't know if we need to add anything else to her after this, right? Arms do look a little bit long. Yeah, I was thinking that too. But like, if I squash them, would it still look okay? No. That still looks okay. I feel like some parts of this could be thicker. Like we could make this a little bit wider. Or, more accurately, this part here could also be a bit wider because it's meant to like... So we can make her arms a tiny bit wider so that it doesn't look as long. Yeah, there you go. Good enough. There we go. Alright, so now we just need to start adding some color and shading to it. I'm wondering if I should do these in semi-color, or if I should just do them in black and white, like my other sketches. And if, because like, things like this could look nice, but if I were to do color, it'd be like very faint, light colors. Maybe I will add color, but I'll make it like super like desaturated, kind of like in that same sketchily style. Well, actually, this one's kind of like mostly like a nun anyway, so it's mostly gonna be like black and white. All right, so we're gonna call this day 01 none. I accidentally did the thing where I pressed the exact buttons I need to do when I was trying to tab. That I changed the language to Japanese, so that didn't help. Okay, check that in. We can delete. We'll check those in 3-1. Create a new layer. It's going to be like the coloring layer, or the initial color. So we want this quite large. We kind of want to just fill, right? No, that does not. All right. We'll do it like this. It's okay if it's like a little like jank. It doesn't need to be all colored in exactly because it is a sketchily style thing. But yeah, I forgot Lordfish. Do you play much Genshin? I think we probably talked about it before, right? I'm saying Lordfish. I'm just like completely getting rid of sword now. I'll butcher your name slightly more every time I say it, right? Okay, so this should be like a generic color that goes over everything. We'll make it a little bit lighter than it currently is. So a little bit lighter than that. New layer. So we want something for like let me get the nun image. So it's mostly going to be black and white anyway. So we kind of want it to go like this. Now, do you just know Genshin characters and all that? So we want like a darker color for her where the black flows. So we'll give them all like all the darker clothes, something like this. We'll make it a little bit more warm, like this. So it's not just a shade, but actual. Let's lower the size of the brush. Holy cow. Why is it like that when I select that? What is going on? Yeah, I don't know why it's like that. It'd be glitching out. Oh, whatever. Alright, we'll just do it this way then. I was just trying to select the previous color I had so that it only stays within the boundaries of it. But apparently it didn't like that at all. Okay, so that's all the black down here, I believe. Yeah, then she's got a bit of black. So she got a lot of black for her hair, one up here, because she's got like the. What do you call the thing that nuns wear on their head? It's not a veil, is it? No, because the veil goes over your face, right? That's like the sort of thing that you see like some brides wear during their ceremonies. Wedding ceremonies, I should clarify, I guess. There you go. So she's got, that's like the black parts. For the white parts, we want to leave alone. So for her skin, we want to kind of give it like a lighter shade. So for her skin areas, let's do it like. What's darker, her skin or her hair? Her hair is a little bit darker. So we'll keep it like this for the skin. Her jank ass hands that I tried to draw. I mean, they don't look terrible, but they're not exactly good either. Okay. I don't really like that color for the skin, actually. We'll put on a new layer so I can have it separate. Let's have it a little bit lighter. Yeah, this is actual somewhat skin colored. Okay, so then we want to select the darker color we were using before. Kind of fill it in here a little bit because I missed up a spot. Back to skin color. Yeah, we'll do like actual color, but like, what do you call it? Have it. Oh, maybe actual color, because like if I add the green to the leaf, I wonder if that'll kind of ruin everything because of the color spectrum that we got kind of going on. I played Honkai for ages and it kind of put me off them. I want to say habit, but that's the whole thing. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, that's the more like the entire face wrap, right? Habit, the sort of thing that I don't remember. Is it Indonesian Hindu? Is that the religion and culture? I don't recall. Okay, let's try and add like a little green one. See how it looks if I add like a pale green. Like a sort of like a olivey green or leaf, but like keep it in this like sort of a pale sketchily tone. Yeah, that actually kind of works. Then the white we'll leave alone, but we want to do something for the hair. So the hair is a little bit more yellowish than everything else. So we'll add like a... maybe not like that yellow. So it's like orangey yellow, but like desaturated. It's like yellowy green almost. But like desaturated yellow green. Yeah, that looks good. We'll make it a little bit lighter. Or maybe a little bit darker. Nah, lighter again. Yeah, we'll go with that color. I kind of want to go back and play Honkai. Do you still play it, or did you kind of like stop playing Honkai? Because I played it on release years and years ago, and I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. But I was playing it on phone because I don't know if it had a PC release then, and if it did, I probably didn't really play the PC version. Which one's the skin layer? This is the skin layer. So add a little bit here and here. Wiki says the white cough. It's the white cough and the black veil. Okay, so it... white coif. Coif? Cough? I don't know. think this green can be a little bit different considering the color I've chosen for. So we can go a little bit more like this instead. Maybe olive-y green a little bit more. Okay. I don't know. What was better? This one's a little bit closer to the color I want. Alright. So we kind of added color to her. I wonder if I should do anything for the background, or if I should just like be like Control C, Control V, Control T, filter. Actually, no. Is there a way to add a filter to it? Like I could probably just make it like. I don't really want to do it this way, but filter. I want to make it like black and white, but I don't know how to do it. Layer, brightness, contrast. Filter. Maybe that was the right thing. It was layer. Correction, that was it. So the brightness down, contrast up. So if I did that, grab the whole thing and moved it down and across a bit, and then lowered the opacity. No, because everything else is transparent, it doesn't really work. I stopped when it started being too much for my phone. Yeah, I stopped because it ate up too much memory on my phone. Like data actually, or like space. Not memory, not data. Like too much gigabytes. So it resulted in my phone, because I play a lot of gacha games. I like cycle through them a lot, and because of that, it was just like a case of like, well, can't exactly play this at the moment since I've moved on to another gacha game, so I have to delete one of the older ones, and then it's like, I'll delete Honkai. I kind of wish I stuck around with it because I really enjoyed it, but it did eat up a lot of my time because I usually play gacha games when I'm on the move. So like when I'm going to like point A to point B sort of deal. Okay. And as a result, the Honkai was not exactly the easiest one to do while that was happening. So like, where do I want the light coming from? Kind of want it to come from like, I guess, just directly above, maybe. Yeah, I'm currently playing a few different gacha games and like cycling through them. Like Genshin's one I want to get back into because, you know, Genshin's cool and it's probably one of the ones I've played the most. So as a result, it's the one I want to kind of really jump back into and get it back into the grind. But it's hard because I like know as soon as I do, it's gonna eat up all my time. What other games am I? I've been wanting to get back into certain games that I used to play. Like, I used to play games like Iron Saga a ton. Boards of Hero, I played a bunch. I tried getting back into that briefly, but I just, I'm currently playing a new gacha game called Echo Calypse. It's a relatively new game that came out, so I've just been kind of slowly playing that. Just learning the ropes for it and playing it. I don't know if it's a game I'll stick to. There's probably going to be a couple new games that come out. Like, I think the creators of Destiny Child is making a new game. It's something like Nikki's Goddess something. It seems very fan servicey, but the gameplay also looks kind of fun, so I'm probably going to give that a shot. Alright, so we got those. I'm going to go with the white next, which would just be I didn't really see that. What if I do? Oh, there, you can see it a little bit better now. Why is it so light? Oh, you know what? It's because this is a lower opacity, isn't it? Yeah, I see. So if I turn this up and just kind of like do multiply. We'll delete that. We'll lower the opacity of this in a bit as well, just to get it right. I forgot one other thing I wanted to do with this layer, so I'll do that. Do little dots. So it's kind of like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Do little dots to the backside too, and that hopefully makes it look a little bit like a little bit lighter somehow. All right, back to the shading. Oh, I didn't do, you know, this part here, which I'll quickly do. Something like that will do. And then a little bit of shade on this side too. Just a little bit of it here, a bit darker down there. Bugs me when gacha games take ages to actually play. How am I meant to wail if the game is a full-time job and stuff? Yeah, I know, right? It's like, I don't mind some of them having, like, longer ones, like, for example, Genshin, but, because, like, that would be, like, the focus of it, but, like, when your daily grind is, like, alright, you have to go in and play, like, 5 hours a day to, like, actually, like, get everything, it's like, well, that sucks. Like, Genshin, you can do in, like, maybe, like, 10-20 minutes, which is probably what I aim to do. Like, I'm playing, Echo Calypse, and it does have like quite a bit of stuff that you can do for your daily grind, but I tend to do a little bit more than just the basic daily grind at the moment. But I get what you mean. Like, it kind of sucks if you have to spend so much time every day just to play the game, and it's like a full-time job, which sucks. Honestly, like, having it that bright is fine. There we go. Have you been playing any gacha games recently, Swordfish? Or like have any recommendations for ones that you probably have been enjoying? We'll delete this one. Do we want this layer? Yeah, it gets a lot more colorful if I add a second layer, but I don't know if I want it like that. You know, because I kind of like it this way, but I also kind of like it being more vibrant. So we get this color, bring it down, and this is going to be a multiply layer. Oh, no, this is meant to be for the hair. Oh, whoops, skin first. Hello, Pixel Zaction. How are you doing tonight? We'd be doing a drawing challenge. Actually, did I tell you about the challenge I was doing? Just on FGO and Pokemon Masters right now? I never really got into Fate Grand Order. I tried to, but honestly, like the camera movements in the game, I don't know what it is about it, but like the way it tracks people makes me super dizzy. And so I couldn't play that game, unfortunately. I don't know what it was about it. Like I'm usually okay with like not getting dizzy over stuff, but specifically that game kind of messed me up a bit. Go something darker a little bit. Yeah, but the challenge I'm doing right now is I'm doing two of them. So one of them is a 30-day drawing challenge by Mark Brunette on YouTube, where every day I'll be doing like a simple exercise to kind of help improve. Whereas this one is going to be basically like Inktober, because I didn't do it this year. I missed out on my chance. So instead I'm doing like a there's this really cool prompt list that some dudes made called that they called what was it, Holoctober. So it was like Hololive stuff, but each day drawing it. And I'm basically gonna use the prompt list from that, but instead of being for Hololive characters, I'm just gonna do whatever game I feel like, or whatever fan art I want to do, and do it in more sketchily instead of full illustration. So in this case, I'm doing Sayu from Genshin, trying to do like make her look like a nun, because the first prompt is nun. If that makes sense. I don't know if I confused you, but yeah. Basically, drawing characters every day this month, doing Inktober in the wrong month with a prompt list of the where I'm not drawing the characters that they suggest. I'm drawing the like themes, like nun. I think tomorrow's nurse, but yeah. Alright, next up we want this nice green, which I got here, which is this one here. We'll do the leaf on top afterwards. Multiply. What have you been up to today, Pixel? We've been talking about gacha games recently, if you're much into them. We were just talking about like Genshin and what's it called? Shoot, I don't even remember what games we were talking about now. The memory kind of just escaped me. It was Honkai, wasn't it? And like some of the gacha games I've recently been playing, and how we don't want to grind, make it like a full-time job to play them. I think. Alright. How's this looking to you guys? I think it's looking alright. Like, I need to do her eyes still. She's got purple eyes. So I'll need to get like a nice purple for this. Which is probably gonna like change like the entire color feel for it. Looking good? Cool. Lots of cool emotes. I need to use emotes more on Twitch, like when I like go into people's streams, and that I like kind of have a few from different streamers I'm subscribed to, and my own of course, but I just don't use them. I just kind of like use the default ones I kind of would use when just chatting to people. It's kind of like all these emotes that I could be using, but I don't use them at all. Little leaf. Maybe not that much. Could probably be like a little less crazy there. There you go. Like I really like some Klaus's emotes. I think they've animated some of them. Like this one is probably one of my favorites. Just like a little gonna glass ya sort of look. And then they've got some animated ones. Yeah, I have a bunch of them from different people I subscribe to, so I should use them more. I will actively try to use them more. How about that? Instead of just me saying I'll use them more. Okay, her face. I need to do a little bit more shading on her, under her brow. So it needs to kind of get shaded like around here, I think. Maybe I'll do like little circles as well. Something like there we go. That helps give Cell this sleepy look. Right, next up are some colors I missed, which includes a nice like desaturated purple. So she's got like a pinkish purple for her eyes. So I don't know how I'm gonna like betray that with portray that, not betray that with these colors. Something like that, I guess. Yeah, that looks nice. Then we want a new layer. We're just gonna like haze it down. Okay, let's zoom in for this one a little bit more. So I'm gonna erase this. So it's gonna be like a line. Let's lower the thing. So it's gonna be like squiggly lines that go down like this. Same with the other side. Then we're gonna do it again to like darken it, but only towards the top part. Yeah, one more time for just the top. Yeah, that makes it look a little hazy. Because she'd be like half asleep. Oh, I didn't do her hands down here for the hair or the skin, whichever one's the skin layer. This layer. Cool. Thank you for the follow, Pixel Saction. I got startled. It's been a while since I've heard the follower sound, if I'm being honest. Like I hadn't been streaming very often until more recently, where I've been streaming every day, and it's been good. I've been able to draw a lot more, so I'm very happy with like my progress as I've been slowly getting better and better. And I hope to stream more frequently again, which is what I'm trying to do. Like currently it's a lot of short streams that I've been doing rather than any like really long streams. But you know, that's better than nothing. Right, and now I need like a reddish pink for her mouth. So maybe something like that. And then darken it like a nice red. Multiply. So it should hit like all of it like that. And then it should hit in like one particular corner more. But yeah. Do you like to play many games or do drawing or anything like that yourselves, Pixel? I will. There's another person who has like Pixel in their name, and I keep calling them Pixie as well. I'm very good at glancing over and misreading everyone's names in chat. It's a skill. I'm sorry. I'll get it right. Or I'll try my best not to keep butchering it. I swear. I think the black can get darker in some parts. No, why is it not? Devastating dyslexia. Yeah. I don't know, I can read just fine, but whenever I try to like speed read, I will always read it wrong. Butcher people's names. You know, at least, you know, when I butcher people's names, they get like some cool new nicknames. Probably nicknames that they don't want, but you know, nicknames nonetheless. There. So, because the thing is, if I copy and paste it, it becomes a lot more vibrant as a color, like that. But I don't know if I want it like that. Do I want it like really strong, like this? Or do I want it kind of like that sort of half faded look still? Because if I hate, I guess I could always just like lower the opacity, right? what if I just had like a something like this underneath? Yeah, because that looks very pale. So maybe if I instead just do like a airbrush instead. So kind of like do it lightly over the entire area. I don't know. Having it like halfway like that is cool as well. It's just like all the way, halfway. What if I... tint the robe yellow? Yeah, good. That's a good point. Let's see how that looks. A little bit more yellow like that. This one can be a little bit less. Yeah, so a very faint tint of something in the background makes it look a little bit nicer than just plain white. To answer past query, yes, I partake in the perpetuation of art. Cool. What sort of stuff do you like to draw? Feel free to drop something in chat if you want to show it off. Okay. So now then I kind of like that. Now the question is, do I go like full strength or half strength or no strength? I think I like it having at least some. So the question is, do I want it to go like full and have a color like this? Because if I go full, I can then increase this a bit. So this can be like about 15% if I go like full. Another time? That's all right. Well, no need to share. What's it called? Show it off if you don't want to. Well, what do you guys think? Do you think I should do it like full strength and get it like super colorful, or like half strength where it's kind of like that faded look? So that's half, that's full. Or maybe if I do multiply and then go like half. Yeah, because like compared to normal, it makes it a little bit darker and a little bit more vibrant. Faded helps give the sleepy mood? I guess so. How's that look? And if we lower this a tiny bit, oh, not 0, let's get to 10. Yeah, we'll go put that like 5. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I think we'll do it like that. Now, the question is, do we want to make this darker? I'm happy with the background, so let's see, 30%. Yeah, maybe a little bit lighter like that. 30% looks nice. Okay, I'm happy with that. I think that's all we'll do. We'll call that my thing. So now I need to crop it. So save this. Before I forget, we're gonna then, how do I crop again? Edit, change canvas size, I think? Yeah. So we basically just want this section. Right, Control Shift S so I don't accidentally save over it. PNG. I want to put this in the new folder because I have the sketches just randomly here. So we're gonna go back here, new folder, sketches, and oh, I could probably put sketches. You know what? We'll put sketches in personal art. Oh, well, it'll be easier to find here. Oh, we'll put it here. I can move it afterwards. Sketches, and then inside we're gonna go name this October, even though it's not quite right. Day 01, none, and then Sayu none. That is none. Maybe like this. Day 01, none, and then I'll put the name of the person, Sayu. Like that. Yeah, I'll do it like that. That'll be the save it as a PNG. Yes. Okay. I kind of like this style. We're gonna undo the crop, and then that should be all set. What time is it now? 12 o'clock. So it's about midnight now. So we're gonna kind of have to call it there. But I had a lot of fun drawing that. I spent a lot more time than I would have liked on it. Like I was planning to like only spend like an hour or like half an hour to an hour on it, and then go and do work on some of my other stuff that I need to work on. But we kind of spent the whole rest of the stream on it, which is fine. I had fun. I got work done. That's all that matters. All right, let's see who is live that we can raid. Oh, got another notification. Thank you for the follow, Pumaki1. I came in too late. Yeah, just as I finished. Oh no. But I might as well. Thank you. I'll quickly explain what I was doing. Like, I'm doing basically Inktober in the wrong month because I missed out last month. So throughout November, I'm going to be doing a drawing every day, and I'm probably going to stream it if I can. If I can't, then I'll just do it on my own time. But I'm doing the whole October prompt that this person did. And we'll put it over here so you guys can have a look. So, Ariane 50, whatever. This person, you can see it. But they have this nice little prompt list that you can kind of see here. And I'm following that, but instead of doing Hololive characters, I'm just going to draw whatever character I feel like. And in this case, I decided like drawing some Genshin characters, so I drew Sayu. And I'm also doing like Mark Brunette's 30-day drawing challenge, so I'm doing both of them together. And it was draw spheres and cut them in half. And I drew more like egg shapes than spheres, but what are you gonna do? It's a thing. So yeah, I had fun. It's definitely like different than what I normally do, because I'll look for someone to raid while I explain. But normally I try to do like, I keep getting stuck in the fact that I need to do full illustrations every time I want to draw something, which is cool and all, but they take way too long for me to do. And I have a lot of ideas, but I never get them down on paper because of that. So I want to do more sketches like this, or doodles and stuff like that, where it's like, okay, this can be done in a single sitting or two, very quick, very messy, Ideally, I would have had like a few of these done in a single session. So as I do more and more, hopefully I'll get faster at it, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I can smash out like 3 or 4 of this quality straight, like in a single stream or something like that. But that would be ideal at some point. Okay, let's go read this person. I don't know who this is, but we'll go say hi and see what they're all about. Phelan. They seem to be doing some emo commissions and are a VTuber of sorts, so we'll go see what they're up to. All the people I'm normally raid aren't live at the moment, so might as well try out someone new. And they seem... I don't know if they're a small streamer as well, or if they just happen to just have started so they don't have as many viewers in just yet. We'll go see. But thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. I'll be streaming again tomorrow. I don't know if I'll stream around the same time or a little bit earlier in the afternoon. We'll see. But let's go give Phelan some love, and I'll catch you guys around. Thanks for hanging out. Fancy transition to the end screen, and bye-bye.
Hello, and thank you, Nakiko. I'm doing good. Hello, Raiders. Hi. I came during the epic guitars. Hi. And I'm doing good.